might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some tested shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball with this.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Line 20. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. You better be afraid of me. You better.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff now looking to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Defense wins championships, baby.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Listen.
Goff now to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hurry. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Get up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got to step it up. Under 10, under 10, 10. Go. Check 13, check 13. Check safety. Let's go.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. 90, Wolf. 59. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, Haywood. Go. X3. 218. Chopper. 59. I'm coming.
On third down. Hines. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
4 down. 11. 11. Hey, orbit. 2 up. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got 4. We got 4. Block 20. Check. Block 54. Block 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check. 2 up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Now you won. 54, right there.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Greystone travel. Hey, Charlie. Lee Griffin.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Bravo. On the ball. 59. Get it.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10. Let's get it. Here we go. 70, Indy. Get in the right room. General West. Hey. Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Hey, exit. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Silver. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Goff now looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Goff. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Goff. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Goff. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A. John Brown on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
I want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yo, go, go. Go. 58 to Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Now.
Pollard going to try the right side. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Leo.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that'd scare me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 5.
They'll set up a throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 5'9", Know your job!
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 31. Protein spill. Look at me, zipper. Check 59.
They're going to try and throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need.
And that's caught at the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Los Angeles.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. We're good.
Out of the gun. Ball. He's going to go up top for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Check. 59. All day, just like that. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Blue Dan.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You can't block me. Five. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Hey, watch. Ready.
Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, check 24. Value 1.
Here's gone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for number 11. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
2 for 1.
A final shot before break here. Gone. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's our time. It's our time. Bang, 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 bang. Topper.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Hines. about 3 yards there. Takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Hines. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They're not ready for this, man.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
High 7.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You draw 4th. Check 52. Six. Pull it high.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a carry for Walton. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Gurley again here on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Line's 50, line's 50. Watch the out, watch it.
Now it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go,
They'll try the air now with Goff. Going for the deep ball. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Now! I got you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Pollard again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yep. Bring it.
They'll drop to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Break. 20.
54 miles.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
He's coming. Double up.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Watch the pass.
Look, squeeze. 5.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, Shell. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And comes up.
Again, they run with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Goff going to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Focus, defense, focus.
Goff now looking to throw. And this is caught. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed.
And got his man complete. 20. 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for L.A., the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This over perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This over perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet his best is opening. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This over perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This over perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers birding my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like think you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I'm Phil Jackson and hard. The homie calling in my cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, know I give it all I got. What a walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. BBS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they, know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they, know they taking notice. Yeah. 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 Hey. Yeah. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining. I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no ball, but ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pops to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all night like, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. So my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious. Yeah, the masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like you got I got it. Don't kinda surround me, I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's run, get bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for all you got. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like,
came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never try. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. There you go. Go right in. 46. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Here we go, 46. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Cooper was the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
You ain't doing nothing today. Watch the safety creep. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Jones on 1st and 10. He completes it to Tate. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm going back to you.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And give them a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking.
And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Go.
Play action now. Prescott. Looking sideline, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On play action, Prescott. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 99, check 99. Check, 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 check. We're going to 52.
Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
He's got him in, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 79 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time, but it's going to be second down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right? And you're
looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jones now on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's second down.
Here we go. 6. Better bring it. You better bring it. We're going to 53. Hey, check Mike 46.
Now Prescott. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jones operating from the gun, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Hey, Charlie. 54. Hit it.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, 47. Shit. 46.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get this, get this.
On first down, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Jones operating from the gun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
good. Mike, switch it, hey. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
59 mark, check. Go to 54, Twitch, watch the twitch. We're going to 54, No. Check 26, 26.
Prescott from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On first down, Pollard. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Team 6. 54's Mike. Get it.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this one complete to Reed. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here we go. 4 and 6, come on. Check. So we're going to 53. Check. Crouch. You gonna take. You got to. Hey, kill. Here we go, kill.
Third and short yardage. Prescott throwing the out route and complete. It's Lamb. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Prescott from the gun on third. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Dancing to his left. And now oh no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. A great Monday night to wrap up the weekend football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the eye.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Mike 46. Mike 46. You ain't going nowhere. 6 guys. 26.
Prescott on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Kill. Everybody kill. Check 3, check 26.
On first down, Pollard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. We're going to 54 right here. SOS. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Lock 59. Lock 59. Here we go, 46, 46. We're going to 54. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Play fake. Here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the run, it's Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
13 yards on the play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 14. Catch made by Slayton. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
On the double.
Check.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. 54. Check that. Let's go.
This is Barkley. And some space here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go, D. Go. Get out there. Watch out the helmet. Here we go. Here we go. 47. 36. Line. We're going to 54. Why in? Watch the screen. We're going to 53. 25. 26.
Prescott to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.